He was the god of the sun, but also of music, prophecy, and plague, a bringer of beauty and of death. Twin to Artemis, son of Zeus, and the voice of the oracle at Delphi. He was worshipped across all of Greece, feared by kings and loved by poets. This is the story of Apollo, the god of light and prophecy. Long before Apollo's name echoed through temples, his mother Leto fled through the world, hunted by the jealous goddess Hera. Hera had forbidden any land to give Leto refuge, for she carried the children of Zeus. At last, the floating island of Delos rose from the sea and offered sanctuary. There, beneath the olive trees, Leto gave birth to twins, Artemis, the moon, and Apollo, the sun. As soon as Apollo touched the earth, light spread across the island. Swans circled above. The god of the lyre, the bow, and the radiant dawn had arrived. Wherever Apollo walked, darkness fled. But even light must prove its strength. Soon after his birth, Apollo faced the monstrous serpent Python, guardian of the oracle of Delphi, a creature born from the earth itself. With arrows forged by Hephaestus, Apollo struck the beast through its heart, claiming Delphi as his sacred ground. At that place, his priestess, the Pythia, would one day speak his prophecies, her words shaping the fate of heroes and kings for centuries. From the blood of the serpent rose the voice of the sun. Apollo's gift was not only power, it was harmony. The god invented the lyre, a stringed instrument that could calm storms and heal sorrow. He became patron of music, poetry, and the arts, leading the 9 muses in their eternal dance. But his pride was as bright as his talent. When the satyr Marsyas challenged him to a contest of music, Apollo accepted. Marsyas played beautifully, until Apollo demanded they play their instruments upside down. The mortal failed, and the god flayed him alive, a reminder that divine perfection does not forgive competition. The god of music could also play the strings of cruelty. From Delphi, Apollo spoke to the world through his oracle. Kings, warriors, and philosophers came to hear his riddles, prophecies that guided the destiny of Greece. One such prophecy warned of Oedipus, who would unknowingly kill his father and marry his mother, a tale that proved that even when the truth is known, fate cannot be avoided. Apollo's gift of foresight was both a blessing and a burden, because knowing the future often leads to tragedy. He gave mankind the light of knowledge, but not the power to change it. For all his brilliance, Apollo's heart was often broken. When he mocked Eros, the god of love, Eros struck back, firing 2 arrows, a golden one for Apollo, a lead one for the nymph Daphne. Apollo fell madly in love. Daphne fled in terror. As he reached for her, she prayed for escape, and her body turned into a laurel tree. Heartbroken, Apollo made the laurel his sacred symbol, worn by victors and poets. Later, he loved a mortal youth named Hyacinthus, but a tragic accident, or perhaps the jealousy of the wind god Zephyrus, killed him. From Hyacinthus's blood grew the hyacinth flower, marked forever with Apollo's grief. For a god of light, Apollo's love was often shadowed by loss. Apollo was never just a god of light. He was balance itself. He healed the sick, but unleashed plague on the unworthy. He inspired music, but punished pride. He gave light to mortals, but blinded those who dared challenge the gods. In every story, Apollo stands for order, clarity, and the dangerous brilliance of truth, the flame that warms and burns. Apollo was the god who brought light to the world. and reminded us that even light can destroy what it touches. He was creation, destruction, and perfection in one radiant form. You've heard the story. Now, like, subscribe, and join the myth